Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Karen's Kitchen. I got busy doing prep work, and it takes so darn long to do everything. There's my daughter. There's Alexis. I'll put my tripod down so you can see them in my pot. I've just got water in there right now, and I'm going to be putting. I'm going to chop an onion, and I'm going to put that in there, and we'll going to saute it about 4 minutes or so. So I'll let you, and of course I'm using the 5-quart stock pot because what I have to put with it, the 2-quart saucepan will not work. Of course, everybody knows I'm using the Pampered Chef chopper. It makes fast work of it, I'll tell you. This is actually probably a bigger onion than a medium-sized onion. Well, thank you for everybody coming in, and thank you for sharing this out. Alexis is in here. I see she's in here. Erlene and my daughter's in here. Wow, got quite a few in here. Thank you so much for coming in. And I was going to tell you, I don't know what it is now, but as of this morning, there was still $12.60 left on guest sales to go to the next level. So if anybody can find it in their heart to buy something from Pampered Chef, I'd like to go way over what I'm supposed to. I'd like to be able, because it's not uncommon to get 800 to 1,000, and I'd like to be able to do that. So if anybody can find it in their heart to purchase, I would appreciate it very, very much. I'm going to move this stuff so I can take and put this in here. It'd be easier than trying to, because I'll get it all on the floor if I don't. Let's use this. What you see there, that's a little bit of red bell pepper. It's got to go in there eventually anyway. And I think I put that in there for 4 minutes, I believe. Let me look at the instructions. About 4 minutes, yeah, it says. So I'll time it for about 4 minutes so I can make sure that I don't go overdo it. Gotta find my spoon I had. I don't know where it went to. I'm always so disorganized when I come in here. Oh, here it is. There it is. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Whoops. Thank you for sharing this out. I do appreciate it. And I did put a little bit of water in here, although you don't need much for this, because we all know these Pampered Chef pans don't stick, nothing sticks to them. So I'm going to let this go for about 4 minutes, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do as I'm doing it. I think while that's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my chickpeas drained and rinsed out. I had forgot all about that, so I'll get that done while those are in there cooking. It takes 2 cans of chickpeas, or you can take dried and cook a cup of dried. I'd rather just use the can. It goes a lot quicker. Boy, these top things are not very good getting it open. Oh, there we go. And I wanted to tell you, Alexis, while you're in here, that I went through the Pampered Chef catalog this morning, and I was already trying to figure out what I wanted for the 230. So far, there's $230 rewards, because that's double rewards. I got $224, so there's $6 left over. I'm not going to worry about $6, but I thought I'd find everything up, get everything picked out before the party's over, so people can get their stuff and they're not waiting for me to choose what I want to get. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. I'll throw these in and I'll be right back. So I thought it would be a lot easier just to try to do that now instead of waiting until the party's over, because I know some like to wait till the party's over, and it takes a long time for some people to decide. I know it took Gayleen. Oh, you're making beef stew? Oh, okay. Well, I don't use beef, so I do not eat meat. So, and I'm a vegan, and most people in here know that. So I don't eat meat of any kind. Oh, thank you, and blessings to you too. Thank you for coming in and sharing this out. Oh, you do? Good. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Tell them I said hi. I hope the girls are behaving. Wow. Yep. And even though I got the 230 rewards, even Alexis told me I get, and it shows on the site because I went in there this morning, I can get 3 things at 50% off. Boy, I thought, if I start looking for that, it might take me a while to decide what I want for 50% off. I mean, I know of one item I'd like to have, but even at 50% off, it's expensive, and that's the knife set with the block. That's $184.50 just with, oh, Tristan's there too? Oh, good, thank you. So that's $184.50 even at that. So I don't know. I haven't really decided on that yet. Let's see. Add garlic and cook for 30 seconds, stirring. Okay, I've got my garlic, and everybody knows that it's 2 cloves of garlic, and they're a pretty good size. I just bought this garlic today because I was out of garlic. I just bought 2 big bulbs of garlic. And this is the best way to mince the garlic. Whoops, I don't know where I did my brush. Oh, I think I left it in. Let's see. Oh, here it is. I left my brush where my clean dishes were. There we go. So I like to use the brush. I don't want to use a knife. This handle is real good for that. Taking that off. I had to cut the garlic down because they were huge. So you can see with me cutting it down, it come out a lot better. And I don't mind, like Alexis said, you don't mind getting garlic on your hands, but I don't like the smell of onion on my hands. Onions, for some reason, I don't like the smell of them. To me, it stinks, you know. Garlic isn't so bad. See how much that's coming off of there? Nice cloves. Look at that. If you haven't got the garlic press, get it. I think it's $18 or $19, Alexis will tell you. I didn't have to buy mine because it was given to me as a gift. Erlene bought it. And I tell you, she did right, I'll tell you, because it's my go-to. I love this. I use this garlic press almost every day. So it's really good to have. You had onion hands at work? Oh, yeah, I bet, Alexis. You wear garlic cologne? Oh, my goodness. I can imagine what that smells like. Oh, my goodness. You know, garlic can be really strong. When I was a Lutheran, when I'd go on vacation with my father, we'd go to the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. There was a Lutheran church we used to go to on Sundays. And I swear to God, there was somebody in that church. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but they would be eating garlic for breakfast. And that whole church would smell of garlic. Talk about strong, because garlic is strong. I'd almost have to wear nose plugs. It was horrible. And I thought, oh my goodness, coming to church and using that. I mean, if they wanted to eat garlic, why do it for church? You know, I couldn't understand that. You know, that's crazy. But that's the way people love their garlic. Yeah, you're right. It was a garlic anointing, all right. It really was. Add the bell pepper, tomatoes, carrots, chickpeas, parsley. Okay, I'll have to get my, okay. I'm going to put this down here so I can see what I'm doing with it. This is my recipe here. All right, now add the bell pepper. I haven't got the bell pepper done up yet. Oh, yes, I do. That's right, I do have it done. I'll put that in here. It's a red bell pepper, 1/4 cup of red bell pepper. tomatoes, carrots, chickpeas. Okay. I got the tomatoes. I chopped them up the best I could because that was a whole tomato. Carrots, I'll have to dice them, and I thought what I would do is just get them as small as I could. I've got a paring knife here, and I'm just going to get them as small as I can. I started cutting them in half before I came in here, so I would not have this paring knife I've had for a long time. It's not a Pampered Chef, but it's a very good knife, and I use it for a lot of things because it's a little bit better than the Pampered Chef knives. Are a little too small for some things that I do, so because it won't cut your carrots and that in half very well. But this, it does a great job. Now, I didn't exactly get that in half, but we'll make do. And this is a pretty good sized carrot, too, as you can see. Whoops. Didn't get that at half at all. Look at that. There we go. Got my dog looking up at me like, you gonna drop me something? She's always in the kitchen, getting in my way. The other one, I don't know where he's at. He must be laying down because he's not anywhere in here. Okay. Getting it now. Almost got her done. This is going to be, like I said, a chickpea stew. I've never had this before. And I cooked me some rice ahead of time. It's not the best rice. It kind of got a little dry, and I had to add a little water to it. I burnt a little bit of it because I forgot about it. I was trying to get ready for this and burn a little bit on the bottom, but I'm the only one eating it anyway. So they say you can serve it with brown rice. So I had cooked that ahead of time, jasmine rice, and probably a little bit more than I'll eat right now. But I just took a half a cup of rice and with a cup of water. Right. Now, carrots, chickpeas, parsley, basil, and oregano. Okay. I got the chickpeas in here. Okay. Sorry, but I have to look for my stuff. I didn't, oh, here's the parsley. Okay. Sorry if I'm looking, I forgot, I didn't look for them ahead of time. Dried basil and oregano. Okay. I'll find it. Okay. I think this is basil. No, that's chives. I think I've got some. It's going to take me a little time to find them, but I'll find them. My oregano. A lot of this stuff I don't use all the time. And it gets shoved to the back of the. A lot of people say they're not pretty organized on their. Here's my oregano. Now I need to find the. I have to find. Oh, the basil. Okay, dried basil. And if I can't find the basil, I'll just leave it out. But I know I've got some in here. Just looking for it. That's not really, I think I got some back here. Sorry about that. If I'm a little disorganized, but I'll get there. I should have got these out before I started, and I didn't think about it. Here we go. Here's the basil. I got it. Not too much problem. I found them. I'll put some of this stuff back. I have to have a spice rack, but I do have one, but it doesn't work very well, so I just stick them up here, and okay, now I'll figure out what I need, and I'll go ahead and stir this. Welcome to everybody that's come in. Thank you for coming in. Okay. This is also going to have, I'll put this back. It's going to have vegetable broth in it too. I've got plenty of that. Oh yeah. I got one sitting out. What's the matter with me? I bought one and it's sitting out. I'll just use that one. Okay. All right, now. Now I see how much I need. Well, okay. Tomatoes, carrots, chickpeas, parsley, basil, and oregano. Okay. Let me see how much I need of each. Okay. How much do I need of parsley? 1 teaspoon. Okay. And everybody knows I like my... It's not real clean. I better use this one. This is... Okay. Okay. I'll put this back so I don't get it mixed up with the rest of it. And then half a teaspoon of dried basil and half a teaspoon of dried oregano. Okay. Get this on here right. Don't get these on here right. It just won't close. There we go. Got it. Oh, everything else is wanting to fall out. I'll just put that up there like that for now. There we go. Okay. I like Fibber McGee's closet. My cupboard is like Fibber McGee's closet. If I don't watch it, things will fall out on my head. If anybody remembers Fibber McGee and Molly, he had things that would fall out of his closet. So I feel like I'm Fibber McGee on my... Oh, you don't remember Fibber McGee and Molly? Oh, they were years ago, like they were with Life of Riley and stuff like that. They're the old time radio shows. They were on radio, never on TV. And he always had a closet. It was so junked up. Every time you open up the closet, everything would fall out. So I feel like Fibber McGee. Okay, got that in there. Now I got to see what I have to do now. Sorry about that. Add tomato paste and vegetable broth or reserved chickpeas. Okay. Add tomato paste. I got to see how much of that. I've got the tomato paste in the refrigerator. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Because I used it, saved it from before. Throw this out and I'll go get that. And I love these little bowls. This is real good for that. And everybody knows this is what from Pampered Chef. It's that's about a tablespoon. It's hard to know. Not pretty much. My fingers fell. There we go. And it's right back on. Okay. Now. Okay. And the vegetable broth. And I think that's 2 cups of vegetable broth. Okay. And I'll measure that out. And I'll put that in there. Because it has to have liquid in it. And everybody knows that I like organic. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you for coming in. I know you're talking amongst yourself. Let's see. Add tomato paste, red vegetable broth reserved from, and cover and bring to a boil. Okay. I'll cover that and bring it to a boil. Okay, I'll put you up now so I can talk to you. I got to bring that to a boil, so I'll let that boil. And I can talk to you for a little bit, trying to clean my place up a little bit. I got a lot of dishes to do. Always have a lot of dishes to do when I get done. Whole sink full. But hi, good to see you. Welcome. I've got my chickpea stew in my pot. It's in my stock pot. Put it up there for now. So, and I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then once it comes to a boil, then I'll have to see what I have to do. But I can talk to you until it comes to a boil. This is something I've never made before. You know, I make a lot of things with chickpeas, but I've never made a stew with chickpeas. I found this morning on Pinterest. Everybody knows that I like Pinterest for a lot of things. Tomato paste tube. I've never seen that. I usually just buy it in a can. You know, that's the way I normally buy it. And then I just take it out of the can. Once I open up the can, and I put it in a container, put it in the refrigerator. They say it's better to do that. You shouldn't leave it in the can it's in. So, you must be having problems, Erlene, huh? So as soon as this comes to a boil, then I'll see what I have to do. Reduce to a simmer. And then it has to simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes or until thickened. So it has to thicken up. So I know it's going to be a little time, but I can talk to you in that meantime. As I said before, I don't know what it is now, but as of this morning, there was $12.60 left to get to the next level. Because it was 680 something, I think it was. Something like that. I can't remember exactly what the amount was. Alexis can tell you. So there's just a small amount left to get to the next level. And like I said, I was in a catalog this morning looking for things that I want to get with that 230 free stuff, because Alexa says, well, what are you going to get with it? Well, you'd be surprised. I found a lot of stuff that I can really use. You know, I'm going to get the measuring cups like my daughter has, and I want to get the little boil over no more, the small one. And I think I got about 7 or 8 things on the list. The most is 30 something. I can't remember what it was. The rest is about $19, $20 some dollars. You know, it all does mount up in the end. But I took my phone, I was adding everything up, and I ended up getting up to $224. I thought, well, I guess I'm going to stop, because I'm not going to worry about the extra $6. Unless, if I go over it, and I get a little bit more, then I can just add on to it. But you know, Pampered Chef is a real good product. I recommend it highly. If you can afford to do it, I would do it. Hi, River. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see you. If you can afford Pampered Chef, I would go and do it. Because you're going to get a lifetime guarantee. And if they have a problem with it, they will give you your money back. No questions asked. You know, maybe scratched or you know, or you don't like it for some reason or whatever. If you don't like it, like I didn't like the ice cream maker, so I returned it and I got my money back. You can, and that their guarantee is great. Yeah, they do. They have a beautiful customer service. I agree. Hi, good to see you, River. I've got my stuff in my stock pot as I'm bringing it to a boil. They are fantastic for their customer service. I can't believe that their customer service is so great. I wish I could say that about everybody, but they're not. Unfortunately, their customer service, they mean nothing. What am I cooking? I'm making chickpea stew. It's in my stock pot right now. It's on my stove. I got to bring it to a boil, and then it's got to simmer for about 30 minutes. It won't take long to get it to a boil. Yes, it's something that I like making my own foods, because when you make it yourself, you know what's in it. You don't have to deal with all the chemicals that the manufacturers put in foods nowadays. They put so many chemicals in there that you can't stand it. So you make it yourself, you know exactly what's in it, and you don't have to guess. For those that just came in, if you want to see River, I'll put this down and I'll let you see what's in my pot. I'll take the lid off and I'll let you see it. Or maybe you can see it through the lid. There's my chickpea stew. It has to come to a boil, which it hasn't yet. I'm going to probably give it another little stir. But it has to come to a boil, and then I simmer it for about 30 minutes. So this is an actual stew. So this is something I've never made before. I've made a lot of things with chickpeas, but never a stew. And when I saw that, I thought, well, that's interesting. I can make that, because I'm always using chickpeas for something, you know. And it's easy to make. It doesn't take that many ingredients. I already had some of the ingredients already. I bought a fresh tomato, so I could put that in there. Oh, okay. Thank you, Erlene. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that because I want to get to the next level. Like I said, I have $230 in rewards right now because the rewards doubled. And I've been shopping this morning in the Pampered Chef catalog. And if anybody has ever looked in the Pampered Chef catalog, it's like shopping for something for Christmas because there's something for everyone in there. Of course, a lot of some products in there I'll never use, so I only buy what I know I'm going to use. You know, and Alexis does not want you buying something that you're not going to use. Something that's going to sit on your counter or something you're not going to use it, don't buy it because she won't let you anyway. So I'm only buying what I know I can use. I have one, the Boil Over No More. I love that thing. When I fixed my rice, I only have the big one right now, but when I fixed my rice, this is ideal because it didn't boil over. It comes up to here and it doesn't get all over your stove because I have a problem getting it all over the stove. I'm getting the little one. I'm ordering the little one through my free stuff because I want both sizes. But I would suggest you getting that, and I use the bowls all the time, my adjustable spoons, the measure-alls. Everything I have, I've used a lot of. I think I've used these measure-alls. It seems like I use them a lot. I use them more than anything. I always use it. And my garlic press, of course, too. I use the garlic press a lot, too. If you don't know what that is, that's this here. This is a wonderful thing to have to press your garlic out. Makes it a lot simpler. You don't have to peel it, which is what I like about this. You don't have to peel it. Because I hate peeling the darn garlic. It's hard to get the darn thing peeled. I know Pampered Chef does sell a peeler, I think, for the garlic. I don't remember what we looked in the book this morning. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Alexis. Something that you can peel the garlic with. You're making it with pinto beans. Oh, and black-eyed peas, carrots. Wow. And coconut cream. Oh, that sounds so good. Wow. That sounds really, really good. Yeah, see, when you make it yourself, you know what you put into it. That's why Alexis comes on every morning. She shows people how to use Pampered Chef tools because if she can do it, anybody can do it. Even I'm doing it. And I have never used Pampered Chef tools per se up until I started watching her and I started buying Pampered Chef tools. I'd never used them. I'll tell you one thing, using Pampered Chef tools makes the job in your kitchen a lot simpler. It's a lot easier when you have Pampered Chef tools than not. I know for a fact because you got everything at your fingertips. And, thank you for getting that, sweetie. You muted that one right away. I think those crazy old bots are back again. Bots and trolls. But anyway, I've used everything I've had. And I just put the Pampered Chef tools to work, man. I let them do the work for me. Instead of me doing the work for them, they do the work for me. You know, there's a lot of prep with a lot of things I make. Like there's supposed to have a lot of prep work. You know, the chopping and what have you. But that's okay. I let all the tools I had do the work for me. Sorry we ignored you. Nobody meant to ignore you. I didn't see your comments. You don't have to be that way about it. I mean, we didn't ignore you on purpose. The comments sometimes go so fast that nobody can see them. But I'm not making you stay. But if you want to go, that's fine. But your idea of going is just because everybody's ignoring you. They're not ignoring you on purpose, you know. Or maybe they just don't have anything to say to you right now. If you ask a question, maybe people will answer you. So, but take the time to go through that Pampered Chef catalog and see what you can find in there. There are so many good items in there. I mean, Arlene's got a lot of the bakeware. I'm also going to order the medium size. Oh, thank you. I'm going to order the medium size baking sheet because Arlene says it fits just beautifully in the convection oven. So I'm going to get that because I have cookie sheets already, but I like the looks of those. I think it'd be a lot better because I do a lot of things with baking sheets and I use parchment paper. So I want something that's going to fit my convection oven. I know that's what you said, Arlene. Yeah. Oh, hi, Jason. Good to see you. You know, but it's so much fun to look for recipes, but it's more fun to make them. And I was not a real good cook. Even growing up, I was not a real good cook. I cooked, my aunt taught me how, but I wasn't what you call a real good cook. When I went to live with my dad after I graduated from high school, he kind of turned me loose in the kitchen. I had to do everything on my own. And who cares? Let's mute that person. Let's mute him right now. Goodbye. Yeah, I've done that early, and I've swiped myself. Hi, good to see you. I muted that person. Said he keeps farting. That person's good. That person's good. He can listen, but he can't. I don't care about that if he's farting. Who cares? I don't need to hear that in my Periscope. Takes all kinds to make a world. Anyway, there's still games going on in the. Yeah, I know. Good grief. There's still games going on my Facebook page. I hope people will, and I've seen my daughter has, or Arlene has, a few others have commented on the one I posted this morning that Alexis gave me on the worst food you've ever eaten. I said hominy. Yuck. That stuff is the worst. When I was growing up, my aunt fed us hominy. Oh, I thought I was going to gag on that stuff. And I told myself I'd never buy it again. And I haven't. I hate hominy. Ew. It is the worst ever. Man, I can't believe they'd even have that stuff in the store. But people will buy that stuff. And I look at them and I think, how in the world can you eat that stuff? Oh, ooh. Man, it's terrible. It's horrible. That stuff just, your husband likes it. Well, then his tastes are different than mine. Now I can put this down. It's boiling right now, so I'm going to put it to simmer for about 30 minutes. Well, then his tastes are really different compared to mine because I really don't care for it. Man, I don't know. I just don't care for it at all. I'm going to put this on 30 minutes. Okay, there we go. I set the timer. Now this is boiling, so I'm going to stir it just a little bit. I won't put my thing down because you'll just see. But I don't understand how many this. Oh, your dad did too? I think, if I'm not mistaken, my brother didn't like it either. Neither one of us liked it. But like I said before, she was the type of woman that when we put something on our plate, she expected us to eat it. And if we didn't eat it, we couldn't get up from the table or have dessert until we ate it. And, liver and onions. Yuck. Yeah, I know. Liver is another one. We could only probably pick one thing. I should have said hominy and liver. Well, onions are fine, but put liver with it? Oh, my God. Hi, good to see you. Welcome. My one uncle, he's passed away now, but he loved, you don't like hot dogs? Well, that's okay. A lot of people don't, it's okay if you don't like hot dogs. If you're in my vegan Facebook group and you don't like something, post it on that picture, because it's a picture of Lucy. And it says, what is the worst food you've ever eaten or ate or whatever? That's what she gave me to post. And right away I said, hominy. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that's Tammy. Like I said, when I was growing up, I had to eat everything on my plate. I couldn't take, if I wanted something, my aunt said, if you wanted something, you put it on your plate and you eat it. Of course, some of the stuff that I took, I didn't realize I wasn't going to like it. Like when I put the hominy on my plate, I didn't realize it tasted so bad. And I could not get that stuff down. Oh, I thought I was going to, you know what? I won't say it here because it's not appropriate, but I just couldn't stomach it. And liver's another one. But I know what I was telling you. My uncle who passed away, at Thanksgiving time, he told my aunt to buy nothing but a bag of, hi, Cheryl, good to see you, welcome, and thank you for your order from Pampered Chef. I certainly do appreciate it very, very much. Anyway, he wanted to eat nothing but the gizzards, the chicken gizzards, so she would buy a whole bag of chicken gizzards, and he would eat nothing but the chicken gizzards. And those things are tough as shoe leather, but he loved them. Oh, man. Oh, that is horrible. I don't see how he could eat those chicken gizzards, but I remember her buying those for him and him eating them. Oh, gosh. Oh, thank you. I'm glad it was, Cheryl. It was my pleasure to have you buy for me, too. But chicken gizzards, oh, can you just imagine the taste of them? And he loved them. That's all he wanted to eat was chicken gizzards. you know, I think it's better than buying a package of liver, although I think he ate that too. He ate that out of the turkey. Oh, yeah, grits. Yep. There are some foods that are an acquired taste. And nobody's going to tell me that hominy is an acquired taste, because I ain't going to like it no matter what. I know it's corn, but it is the worst tasting stuff. I mean, it's almost like they run that thing through the darn toilet or something, because it's horrible. The taste of it is just, oh my gosh. Oh, I know what it's like to have to sit in your chair and eat your plate. We couldn't get up until it was gone if it took us all night, and we couldn't get dessert. If we wanted ice cream or cake or a pie or whatever thing, we had to finish our plate, which, oh, well, believe me, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. You would not like it. Of course, then again, you might. Some people do like hominy, but I can't stand the taste of it. Oh, it has lye in it. Well, no wonder it tastes horrible. Ugh, ew, man. You couldn't eat any meat as a child. Well, I suppose that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. Then you've automatically become like a vegan as a child then. Some kids can't, or they just don't, or they just don't stomach it or something. Now my grandsons, Christian and Tristan, they don't eat a lot of meat either. You know, some things they won't eat. But it's, you know, it's kind of hard, you know. Kids are very funny that way. Things they can eat that we, you know, now when you look back on it, you know, I'm glad that I don't like the hominy, because I won't buy hominy in the store for nothing. Yeah, I know. My grandsons are very picky. My daughter will tell you that. They're very, very picky. They only eat certain things. You spent 4 hours at the dinner table. You hated to eat. Well, I think I would too after spending 4 hours there. But you know, they thought they were doing it for our own good, making us sit there. And I suppose in a way it was. To me, it was pure torture, because she was trying to make me eat something I didn't like. But then it was my fault I took it in the first place. So I guess in a way that's a good thing, that she's trying to make you eat something that, you know, clean your plate. Because kids nowadays will put things on their plate and they dump most of it. They won't eat it, you know. So I don't put anything on my plate that I'm not going to eat. If I know I'm going to dump it, don't eat it at all. That's why I wouldn't eat the hominy. I won't eat hominy and liver. Nobody can give that to me, because I'll just turn my nose up at it. You know, it's, And curry was another thing in Hawaii. It's very spicy, because a lot of the Orientals in Hawaii would eat curry. It's hard for me to learn to like that too. Cold cereal with milk. Oh, you don't like cereal and milk? Yeah, I've never really heard that, but I suppose it's not uncommon to not. I do eat cereal, but only about twice a week, like Wednesdays and Saturday mornings. I eat cereal, but I don't use dairy milk. I use the almond milk is what I put in mine. The vanilla almond milk, that's what I put in mine, and I love it. It makes it taste so much better. Now the almond milk I use in my things I make on here, that's the unsweetened kind. I don't put that in my cereal, because unless I don't have the vanilla, then I have to use that. It isn't the best, but it's better than dairy. It's a lot better than dairy. And I have used rice milk a little bit before. And I don't think I ever have cashew milk, which is another good milk too. But, you know, making your own foods and looking for your own recipes are so much fun. Look what you say. I go look at your picture. Let me see what you. Number 18 comment. I better change my profile pic. People will take me serious. Lost 80 at age 50. Oh wow. I've lost over 50 pounds too, but I've done it late in life. I just turned 71, and I decided that if I wanted to lose weight, I had to get serious about changing the way I ate, because I was eating all the wrong foods, and my family can attest to that. I was eating the wrong foods, and I just kept ballooning bigger and bigger and bigger. As you can see from some of my old periscopes before I was on the plant-based diet, I was 250 pounds. Now I go back and I look at those periscopes. I just don't recognize myself. I say, my goodness, I was fat in the face. I had a big, I was big all the way around. I just don't recognize myself anymore. What I call a mini me. So it is easy, or it's not easy to lose weight, but it can happen. Oh, I sure will. I sure will. You're 5'2". I'm about 5'5", 5.5", I think. Oh, I'm glad you did too. I make a lot of things with chickpeas. Chickpeas are very nutritious. They're very, very good. I don't know how many people don't like chickpeas, but I really never heard of them. Never used them until I started cooking in here. And then I started buying them, and I thought, well, what are these? They're called garbanzo beans. So I thought, well, I'll start using them. I love them. I don't mind them at all. I like them, and I buy them now. I keep them on hand. And I bought 2 cans today because I didn't have any. Oh, you have to take it slow. Oh, good. You have to take it slow. Don't try to get rid of everything at once. Like, don't come off of cheese, or don't come off of your dairy milk or your eggs all at once. Don't do what I did, because I came off of them all at once. And that was not a good idea. But I did okay. I still am doing okay. Well, that's okay. So, chickpeas to some people probably are an acquired taste. Oh, you're in a crock pot? There you go. Yep, you can. Oh, you regret nothing? Absolutely. That's amazing that you don't regret. Okay, oh, well, there's a question about honey. Since I am a Seventh-day Adventist, I do use honey. They say if you use honey, you're not a vegan. But I don't know whether that's true or not, because I use honey sparingly, but I do use it. Whenever a recipe calls for it, if it calls for maple syrup or honey, I'll elect to put the honey in there. But I don't use it, like I said, all that much. But I do use it a time or two, I do think that it's vegan too. Oh, I'm not a vegan? See, I would have somebody arguing with me on that. See, isn't that something? I don't have to have somebody come in here and say that to me. You either going to be nice or you're going to leave here. Because this is crazy to have somebody come in here and say, well, you're not a vegan if you eat honey. Prove it. Prove it that I'm not a vegan if I eat honey. Just prove it to me. No, it's not in. It's in my stock pot. It's in my stock pot. Oh, beef. Oh, well, I probably not. No. No, I have a 5-quart stock pot that I'm cooking on the stove that I'm let simmer right now. That's a Pampered Chef stock pot, and I'm letting it simmer for 30 minutes. It already come to a boil, and I'm letting it simmer. I'm stirring it a few times. It's thick, and it got doesn't have a whole lot of time left on it now. It's got 18 minutes to go, so it's getting there. But I love making my own foods. I love making my own recipes. I think you're right, Alexis. There is a lot of benefits to eating honey. Absolutely. What is in it? Okay, let me tell you. Okay, there's an option. You can either take a cup of chickpeas dry and cook them, or you can buy 2 cans of chickpeas and drain them. That's what I did. 2 cans of chickpeas drained. 1 tablespoon of olive oil, or a 1/4 cup of water. I elected for the water instead of the olive oil. A medium onion. They said minced. Well, I chopped it up with the Pampered Chef chopper. 2 cloves of garlic, which I use in my garlic press. A 1/4 cup of red bell pepper. That was not very much. A medium onion. Let me open up my door. I'm getting a little warm in here, so I'll open the door to get some air in here. getting a little too hot, so I thought I'd cool it down. Okay, 1 carrot diced, 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, 1/2 teaspoon of dried basil, and 1/2 teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 2 cups of liquid from the boiled chickpeas or vegetable broth. And I used the vegetable broth instead. And 1/2 teaspoon of, oops, I forgot the salt. I knew that, it's not done yet, so I'll go and put that in there. I missed that. And everybody knows I use sea salt, so I gotta find it. Oh, here it is. Oh. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, so I'll use this. Okay. There we go. And I'll just put it simmering right now, but I'll just put this in here and then I'll just stir it in. I knew I'd forget something. It's bound to forget something. And that's what one of the questions on the Facebook page was. Something about cooking flaws or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it was. And I said, yeah, forgetting ingredients after the recipe's made. So I've done that. And I just did it again. Went and forgot the salt. They just say something. Where's the face? Yeah, well, I don't eat anything with a face. So I don't. So that's what I'm telling you. I don't eat anything with a face. So that's why I come in here and I'm vegan and plant-based. To let you know I don't eat anything with a face. You don't have to. You don't have to eat anything with a face. You know, it's better if you don't. You know, it's a lot better if you don't. You'll be healthier. You know, I'm not saying you'll live longer, but you'll be a lot healthier for it. You know, you'll feel a lot better in the end if you do it. So, oh, thank you for everybody coming in. I know I forgot to ask for a share. I forgot to share this out myself. Yeah, I do too, Earlene. I use honey, but I use maple syrup most of all. I'd rather use that than honey, if at all possible. Let me get a chair so I can sit down, because I'm having a hard time standing up because I hurt my leg and I don't know what happened to it. I just hope you can see me. I think you can. You can see me. Yeah, I'll be down a little. Yeah, I'll be down a little bit, but you can see me. Yeah, for some reason when I woke up this morning, my leg was really hurting. And I don't know what happened. Well, right now I feel like I was ready to pass out. And I thought, well, I'm not going to quit this Periscope because there's too much to do. I want you to see what this looks like at the end. So I thought, if I sit in my chair, you could still, hi, Nico. I'm sitting down because I'm having a problem standing up. I got a leg problem. My leg's bothering me. So I thought I better sit down. At least you can still see me anyway. Didn't cut my head off. But making your own foods is fun. You know, the recipes, I love looking for recipes. Now, I've never, hi, good to see you. Welcome, Nico. Now, I've never made my own recipe. I've never attempted to make my own recipe. You know, I wonder how much fun that would be to make your own recipe. I wouldn't even know where to begin, what to put in it or nothing. But you know, I might try it sometime, making my own recipe. I mean, others do it. But the recipes you see in your recipe books or on Pinterest, they're not set in stone anyway. So go ahead and tweak them. Leave something out that you don't want in it. Or if something that you do want in it and you want to add, put it in there. I do that all the time. And I know Alexis tweaks hers too. You have to do that. Tweak it to your liking. Because you're not going to particularly like everything the recipe has in it in the first place. So you're going to want to make it your own. And by tweaking it, you do make it your own. You put everything in it that's healthy for you and nothing that's not. So you make it your own, tweak it to your liking, put in it what you want and take out what you don't. Now, I do not use apple cider vinegar. So if any of the recipes call for apple cider vinegar, I will leave it out. However, I do substitute lemon juice. You can put lemon juice in your recipes, which is real good for you anyway. And I don't use cinnamon. You have to do some research on that, because there is something in the cinnamon that causes cancer. Somebody had posted that on my Periscope the other day. It's got some kind of ingredient in it that causes cancer, so you don't want to do that. So instead of cinnamon, I use cardamom. Oh, thank you, because it hurt so bad when I went to sleep last night, and I don't know when. It was still hurting this morning, even when I got up to walk the dogs. It's feeling a little bit better, but I'm still having a hard time standing too long because it's starting to bother me. You know, I'm not young anymore. I'm 71 years old, and I do the best I can. I stand up for as long as I can, and at least you can still see me, so you know I'm here. But I want to be comfortable. I want to be to the point where I can still do this Periscope and not have to quit it and turn it off, because I thought I was going to pass out, and I thought I better get a chair and sit down. I'm fine right now. Maybe I'll stand up a little bit again when I feel better. No, I haven't been taking vitamins. I probably should go back to taking those, although I kind of hate to in a way, because you know you can overdo when it comes to the vitamins as well. You can overdo it, and I don't want to overdo. There's vitamin C, and I think there's something like 1,000 milligram. You don't want to take too much. So I don't take any vitamins at all. I used to, and I probably should go back to taking them again, but I haven't taken them in a very, very long time. So I don't know if I'm going to ever go back to taking them again or not. Yeah, I do. Yeah, the daily vitamins. I used to take, there's a multivitamin for senior citizens, I think it's called Centrum. I used to take that all the time, but I don't take that anymore. 1 year school. Ah. Well, you know something? When I was living with my aunt, because most people in here know that my mother died when I was 3 years old, and my aunt raised my brother and I. She really didn't have me cooking much in the kitchen. I had to help her, but it was mostly she did the work. Well, after I graduated from high school, I went to live with my dad because he was alone. So when I went to live with him, he just turned me loose in the kitchen. He says, well, the kitchen's all yours. Go to it. I did not know that much about cooking, so I had to learn on my own by doing, because he didn't show me anything. That is the hardest way to learn, is to learn by yourself. And I had no cooking knowledge whatsoever. I had not gone to school for cooking. And when he turned me loose like that, I thought, oh no, how am I going to do this? Can I really do this? Because I don't know that much about it. I was not a very good cook, but you know, I did manage to get through it. And now that I'm 71 years old, I do a lot better job. Well, and the thing of it is, the Pampered Chef products really make it a lot easier for me to get the job done. They make it much, much easier. They more or less do the work for me, like the onion chopper. Everybody knows about the onion chopper. It more or less does the work for me. I just put it under there and just tap it down, and it chops it up. You know, the trick with that onion chopper is not to put too much under there at once, because you put too much under there at once, it's not going to work. So I put just very little, and I hit it several times, because I like a fine chop in mine when I do it. But that's okay. A lot of people are different. You know, somebody else might like it coarse. But when you use Pampered Chef tools, you know you've got a good product. They're very high quality. Their Pampered Chef themselves have got good customer service. Their products are a lifetime guarantee. Oh, you're welcome. And anybody that's in here now that does not know, I am a host of a Pampered Chef party going on till Tuesday. It started on Wednesday, and it's going on till Tuesday. Alexis Can Do is in here right now. She has got my vegan Facebook page linked up in her profile. We've been doing games in there, and she posts things in there as well. I'm right now at a little more than, I think, 650, or I'm more than 650, trying to get to the next level. And as of this morning, I needed $12.60 worth of sales to get to the next level. I know they'll probably come through, because there's 3 days yet. You got today, you got tomorrow, and Tuesday. And there's a cutoff time on Tuesday. So be sure, if you're going to order something, to get it in by Tuesday. You know, don't wait until real late to get it in there. I would like to get as close as I can, you know, and I'd like to get as, 800 or 1,000 in sales. Now, if it doesn't happen, I'm happy for what I've had. Wow. Wow. Because it helps Alexis and it helps me. Right now, I have rewards of $230, which means I can spend $230 of Pampered Chef products, get them for free. You know, so here I was going through the Pampered Chef catalog this morning, and I was I was writing down what the product was and the price. And when I got done, I had $224 it came up to, that I had $6 left over. I'm not worried about that $6. So you can't spend more than, like Arlene says, you cannot spend more than what your rewards are, because then you have to fork it out of your own pocket. I mean, I'm going to buy the quick cooker as it is for $114. So anything free, I don't want to go over that. So here I was looking for things to, hi, good to see you, welcome. I'm sitting down because I have a problem with the leg bothering me, and I was started to get overheated and pass out, so I thought I'd sit down for a little bit until I get to feeling better. But anyway, being a host of a party I thought was going to be very hard. It's been a lot of fun because people know me and people are buying from me, and that really, really helps. I do appreciate it. The reason I started looking for the products now is I did not want to wait until Tuesday when the show is over and then Alexa says, well, what are you going to get? And then have to take my time to look for it, because she cannot send any of the stuff out until I find what I'm looking for, because I'm supposed to get my stuff first. And we'll see how true that really is. Since I live here in Oregon, it's like the things come Pony Express or Turtle Express. It takes a long time to get them because Hawaii gets them before I get mine. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. But I wanted to make sure I had everything that I wanted to get written out, and I let her know what I'm getting. So it's all done on Tuesday when the show closes. She can make note of what I'm getting, and it's all done. I don't have to sit there and plan, because it makes it easier that way. I like going through catalogs. It's like going through a Christmas catalog at Christmas time. And I had so much fun, you know, going from page to page. The easiest way for me to do it was to go in the index page and look for them there, and then I go to the page that they're at. Instead of trying to leaf through the Pampered Chef book to find out what page they're on, I use the index to find something I wanted, and then I went in the book to read up on it and to see about it. It's a lot easier. But that Pampered Chef catalog is loaded with lots of nice, wonderful things, all lifetime guarantee. So if you haven't bought Pampered Chef yet, take the time and go through the catalog on Alexis's profile. You know, there will be a virtual catalog. Go in there and find whatever you need. But I suggest that you take it slow. Don't buy too much at once. Because if you start buying too much at once, you're gonna overextend your budget, because they are expensive. So what you have to do is buy just a few things at a time. And I can tell you this, and that Alexis doesn't have as many pots and pans as I have. She knows that I was going to say that. She doesn't have the full, yeah, I know you're here, Alexis. She doesn't have the full six-piece cookware set like I have. I don't know what she doesn't have, but she's got a couple pieces that I have. You know, she doesn't have that I have. But she has the stainless steel one that I don't have, that one. Yeah, it's real easy to do that. But, you know, I'm so thankful that at the time that I got the cookware set, that Arlene, bless her heart, she was able to buy it for 50% off, which is $225. And she bought it with me in mind. And she said, well, Karen, if you enter the contest, now Alexis had a contest where you had to put in Facebook on her page the most expensive Pampered Chef product. Of course, it was the cookware set, because that's $450. There isn't anything higher than that. You know, you got things, you know, close to it, but not quite. Anyway, so I put that down there. It was between me and Susan Bartlett, I believe. And she drew my name. And when she drew my name, that means I won the cookware set. So Arlene had it sent to me, and then I turned around and paid her back. But if she wouldn't have bought it, I would never have been able to afford it, because it's very expensive. Some people can't even afford it at $225. But I did make payments on it, and I got it paid off, and I'm so happy. I use it all the time. I'm going to stand up and see how much time I've got left, because I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's see. Oh, only got about 2 minutes to go. Let me push my chair out of the way. 2 minutes to go. But if you haven't got any Pampered Chef products and you want to get Pampered Chef products, just contact Alexis. If you want to be a consultant or you want to host a party, just let her know. She will take care of it because she is the consultant that we all she's our go-to consultant. We go to her for everything. You know, I've ordered so much from Alexis, and she knows that I've ordered an awful lot from her, and I'll continue to order from her. Right now, those that have just come in, if you don't have Pampered Chef, I'm hosting a party. Oh, you're welcome, Alexis. And I have, as of this morning, now I don't know what the status is now. Normally, I get an update when there's more come in, but I haven't gotten any more updates that I know of. I was $12.60 away from the next level, so I'm getting close to the next level. So if somebody can buy, something for, $15, $20, even more than that, that'll put me over to the next level. Because I want to get as far as I can, because I want to make a success of this party, because I would like to do it again. It'll be a while before I do, but I would like to do it again. If this is successful, I am thinking about doing another one and doing it the same way through my vegan Facebook page. Because, that was handy. Came out real good because I can make her administrator. She could post in it and I can post in it. And we have games in there. Oh, wonderful, Erlene. Thank you so much. You don't have to, sweetie, but if you want to, that's good. Let's get this bot out of here. Whoop, 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 whoop. I got to get this spot out of there. There we go. But Pampered Chef is a good product. This, if everybody knows, this is a measure-all. I love these things because you got the solids on one side and you got the liquid on the other. I don't know. You'll have to ask Alexis if you can, if you're outside the United States. I don't know. She'll have to inform you on that because I really don't know. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put my thing down so you can see. Now you can see what the stew looks like. This is the finished. It really thickened right up. This is going to be my lunch. I'll get a plate out. And don't laugh at my brown rice. I kind of burned it a little bit because I didn't watch it. But I'll eat what I can of it. I added a little bit of water to it because I dried it out. This is jasmine rice that I have here that I cooked up. And this pan is not a Pampered Chef. I wanted a smaller one, so I bought this at Walmart. It's a non-stick, but I just use it for, like, say, rice or something. Now I'm going to put this right next to it, and then I'm going to have to take a picture of it. And this is going to be my lunch. And I will post this up on Facebook, as I always do. I will post the recipe up there so that you can all make it yourself. There. Now, there is a good meal right there. Very, very healthy. Let me put this back up so you can see. There it is. Very, very healthy. It's one that everybody can make, make it yourself. What time is it there? Looks like about, I can't tell from right now because the clock's in the living room. I can't see it from where I'm at, but it's early here. Yeah, if you have a question about Pampered Chef, the person to really ask is Alexis, because I don't want to tell anybody the wrong thing. Alexis knows because she's the consultant. So if you have a question about where you can buy from, just ask her. She will help you out because she knows where you can buy from. Yeah. And here, Nico just came back. Now here's my lunch. You got the chickpea stew and you got the rice on the other side. This is a good meal. Very filling. Very, very filling. I know, doesn't it though? And this is real easy to make. Real easy to make. It's simple to make. You can make it yourself. A lot of prep work goes into it though. With cutting things up and dicing them and stuff like that. But it all looks real good anyway. It's very, very good. And I'm going to have to you sit down and eat this in a little bit. I'll put the lid on this and move it back. But this is a real good. I'm gonna put this down on here. I think I'm gonna put my. No, I better not put my plate on it because the burner was still on. But anyway, I'm gonna put this down just a little bit so that you can see my food. For the onion chopper, okay, this is what it looks like, Nico. It looks just like this. And I think it's 25 or so. Alexis can tell you. Since I'm giving a party, Nico, I would get credit for it. If anything you bought, I would get credit for it because I'm trying to get a certain amount. I've got $230 in free products right now that I've picked out. 224, actually I have 230. But if I can get higher than that, then I just add on to it. The only thing I'm not adding to it is the quick cooker because I'm going to pay $114 for that. And anybody that knows about the quick cooker is $285 with the accessories full price. I can get it for hosting a party at 60% off, $114. That is a bargain. That is a real bargain, and I'm glad I could do it. And she's already got it put in my cart for me, and I can't hardly wait to get that. Oh, 35. Well, I was close. Okay, there's the number, Nico. 2585. So there you have that onion chopper. It's $35 because I'm trying to get a set amount. So there's my daughter come back. So I want to try to make the more than what I need. Oh, you're making jasmine rice in the quick cooker? Oh, cool. I know that'll probably do a very good job, Alexis. How long does it take in the quick cooker? Probably no time at all. Of course, on the stove, this took me a little while. But, yes, that's right. Did he have fun over there? He had to get, that's right, Jay, go get him. But, try to make food yourself and, oh, yours going to go live? Well, I'm going to get off in a little bit, Alexis, and I'll let you go live. Okay. Like I said, before I go, I'll promote my party one more time. That I'm a host of a party until Tuesday. You have until Tuesday, I believe, at 7 o'clock Eastern Time to get your orders in. Because I want to make as much as I can, because I want to get free stuff. And right now I have $230 worth of Pampered Chef products I can get. And that's a lot for me. So I'm glad that I was able to get some people to buy. Oh, he's going live around 6. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. Right. And I want to be sure to watch Daniel, too. But I'm going to have to eat this before it gets cold. But I wanted to come in here and make this for you because this is very simple to make. There's nothing hard about it. And if you like chickpeas, they're simple to make. I'll post, like I said, I'll take this recipe and I'll post it up on my vegan Facebook page. The only thing I did not put in it, and I didn't mention it, is because I don't use it, and I will put it on the recipe, though, is cayenne pepper. Some people do use it, but I don't because it's too spicy, so I left that off. But feel free to use it if you want to, because I will post it up on my Facebook page with the cayenne pepper listed. So, okay. That being said, I think I'll make this the final shot of my food, and I'll put it down a little bit more so you can just see the food and maybe not me so much. So I'm gonna let you take the final picture of what this looks like. Oh, good, thank you. Glad you like it. I'm gonna go now so I can go ahead and eat this. But I hope you all have a great and marvelous night. I hope your night goes great for you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm gonna go so I can eat this, and I hope that your night goes great. And I'm so thankful to Alexis for allowing me to be a host. She's been after me to be a host. I'm thankful that she allowed me to be. Things are going a lot better for me than I thought they would in this party. I was reluctant to do it at first, but I'm glad I did, and I'm thankful that I'm doing it. And I will do it again eventually down the road. Oh, I certainly will. Bon appetit, yes, yep. So that being said, you all have a great night. Take care. And until we meet again, God bless and bye-bye.